Day Airdrop Hunters. Today, we'll be looking at how to trade futures, and this video is purely for educational purpose and not in any way giving any financial advice on futures trading, because futures trading is a very high risky trade and one can lose his entire fund. So what you need to know about futures trading, especially using the Bybit platform, even though most of the platform have similar characteristics and how you can maneuver your way to trade it. First, you need to have fund in your Bybit, and all you need to do, or how you deposit on Bybit, is you come to your asset home and you look for where it says deposit, and you deposit your fund. Majorly you use the USDT, so click on deposit here, and then it will take you to where you can deposit your fund. You can either use the P2P platform, whereby you can convert your fiat such as the naira into USDT, or you can directly deposit crypto into your account, and then voila, you are ready to start trading. Initially, when you open the account or when you open a Bybit, it will take you to the home page, which is this place. And on the home page, for you to navigate to where you can trade futures, is you need to click on trade here, on this icon called trade, and then from trade you can select either spot or futures trading. We have spot here, and then you have futures. So if yours is on spot, all you need to do is click on the feature icons, and then it will take you to futures trading. For you to trade, you need to either have a signal provider, or yes, you need to have a signal provider, or you do your analysis yourself. And then with the platform, with the Bybit platform, it provides you with chart whereby you can do your analysis. And then there are the time frames whereby you can see what is happening to the token in each and every time frame. For instance, this time frame is on the 15 minutes, but when we change it to the 4-hour time frame, you see the chart displaying in a different pattern and manner. And when you change it, when you hover over it to 1 day of this particular token, you can see the behavior. So how do you change the token to trade? All you need to do is come to where it is written here, that, or what the token that we are viewing right now is HUSDT. So if you want to change, for instance, we want to select a different token, probably from your signal provider, all you need to do is click on where this arrow is pointing, and then you find a list of tokens that you can trade. As you can see, these are the list of tokens you can trade, and on here is indicating the new tokens that have been newly listed. And if you want to see all the tokens, you can just click on the all icons. And if you want to see the trending tokens now, presently at the moment, click on trending. So peradventure yours is not displaying on here, you can also use the search bar to search for the token that you're looking for. For instance, let's look for Sol. So all you need to do is search SOL, and then Sol USDT. You select Sol USDT, and you have your Sol USDT. You'll be having the charts, the different time frames, and what have you. So another thing to take note of when you're trading futures is you need to take note of either the kind of trade that you want to do. Do you want to do an isolated trade, or if you click on the drop down menu, you see cross. Now cross and isolated are the most common type of trading that is related to the futures trading. Now what that means is, for isolated, if what you have is, for instance, what is displayed on this account is $74, So if you select, for instance, the amount to trade with, you can select to either trade with the entire amount, or you can select a particular part of this amount. So when you select a particular amount, in the case of isolated, once that amount get liquidated, that means when the trades hit your, either your stop loss, or sorry, when the trade get liquidated, that means when your money gets exhausted because of the trade, the volatility of the trade, it won't touch another trade, it won't touch another money. But in the case where you use cross, this second one, cross. Now, if for instance you select $10 to trade this particular pair, and then your $10 got exhausted, it will cross over to whatever is remaining within your balance to use it. So it's not advisable to use this one, especially for those that have low capital, because it can easily get you liquidated. All right, another thing to also take note of is the type of trade. We have basically two types of trades. We have the limit order, and then we have the market order. So where do you select the limit or the market order? You come to where it says limit here, click on the drop down arrow, and you will see market and limit order. All these are other form of trade, but majorly for the professionals. As you grow, you understand this. So the two types that we'll be discussing today is the limit order. Let's start with the limit order. Now the limit order talks about setting a particular price. Your trade will not trigger at the current price, but it will trigger at the price that you want it. For instance, if you want to long, so to long means to to buy it. So if you want to long SOL, and then in our prediction or in an analysis, we understand that SOL can drop from this current price that is displaying here to, for instance, let's say 140. So all we need to do is come to where it says price, then we now put in 140. Now what this means is that our trade will not trigger until when SOL comes down to 140, and then where it says order value, this determines how much, or the value of USDT you intend to trade with. For instance, we can say, okay, let's trade this trade with $10. All right, so now as this trade, if this trade gets triggered, $10 out of your total value will be removed. Another thing to take note of is also what we call the leverage. Here on the leverage bar, yeah, the leverage is making your 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 selected amount bigger than it is. For instance, if you select the 10x leverage, what it means is that your value here, the value of $10 here, will be times 10, and your gains will be, your gaining or your winning in this trade will be times 10 as well, and your losing will also be as times 10. So the higher the leverage, the higher the profit and or the loss that you might inquire. So it's important to treat this place with care, understand this leverage, and then apply it as you want to. Importantly, as a new beginner, it's important to start with lower leverage. And then another thing to take note of is that not all pairs have the same leverage. For instance, as we can see that SOL USDT have up to over 100 leverage, about 100 leverage here. But when you choose other pairs, for instance, let's choose for instance the ICN, and then let's check the leverage here. As you can see, the maximum leverage here is 20. So the different pairs has different leverage. So it's important to position yourself and utilize the chances and make use of it effectively, not to over trade, not to over leverage, especially for new beginners. Thank you. Please, if you're not on Bybit, I'll drop my referral link on it, and you can do well to join. I will see you on the next video. Do well to like, share, and repost this video so that your friends can also benefit from it. Thank you and see you on the next video.